Kasia, I want to be clear, for the avoidance of any doubt whatsoever. You do not run a bad business. The problem in this case started right at the beginning. And the problem, Kasia, was generated by you. The reason it was generated by you is because you have a legal obligation as the professional in these circumstances to be very clear, and so that the consumer, in this case Rebecca, understood exactly where she stood and what her rights and obligations were and are. Your documentation does not make clear right at the outset whether payment is to be made upon delivery of the goods or whether it's to be paid on collection. That is the entire reason that we have ended up in this situation. I am more sure than not that Rebecca was entitled to be of the view that having paid that deposit, you were entitled to believe two things. One, perhaps that deposit would go to Kasia. You didn't need to inquire any further. And two, that the remainder of the balance would be paid on delivery and receipt of your goods. You've claimed damage to your cupboard and damage to the table that I've seen. It's very difficult to prove because you have to make me satisfied, so I'm more sure than not that that damage didn't pre-exist and that consequently all of the problems, all of the damage occurred during transit. It is quite clear that Kasia's business specifies that blankets and, above all else, protective rope is used, and that it's up to the individual driver to come to that determination. Having seen the photographs and considered the nature of the wood, I don't expect he knew. He made a judgment call. In my view, that judgment was incorrect. And because it was incorrect and he had an obligation to know, or not to take the risk by covering those items with blankets, and he did not, I have to come to the conclusion that the damage was probably caused in transit. I now turn to the complicated issue of the quality of service. In my judgment, Kasia made a series of unfortunate mistakes which she apologised for. Those mistakes I am prepared to accept were out of character for that business. Madam, you responded on a number of occasions, in my view, disproportionately. Nevertheless, you're entitled to expect full value and full service. I can only give you the amount you're paying for minus the third-party deposit and the £40 tip. The total value of your claim today was for £2,925. I have to take off the amount that I've already set out. This court awards you £2,595. Madam, I want to be clear and repeat. I do not criticise your business in general terms. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because I have come to the conclusion that as a matter of law, she was entitled to sue you for the poor service, I cannot consequently give you the money that you're seeking for the full contract. I have to dismiss that part of the case. This court awards you £2,595. Rebecca, I don't criticise you entirely, but I want it to be understood that this reached a degree of pitch which was probably unnecessary. But I suspect that there were various moments in this whole situation where things could have been cooled down and we wouldn't have ended up in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
Nevertheless, that's the award of this court.
Rebecca won part of her claim and was awarded £2,595 by the judge. Kasia's counterclaim was dismissed. Let's find out how both parties felt about their day in court.
I didn't expect that because I did all my best for her. She was shouting on me, behaving so bad.
You kept putting the phone down all
It's
the
so
time.
bad.
We couldn't talk to you. Every time we tried to talk, you talked over us. If you offer a service, you have to provide it. I'm a teacher, and if I don't teach children properly, I don't get paid and I get fired.
Seriously, I can't believe. When I will go to my country with this case, I will win for sure. She promised to pay, do a transfer, then she promised to pay by cash. So seriously, you guys very racist here. Seriously.
I'm quite shocked about the racist comment, but que sera, sera.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.